I propose a toast to Friday.
We fired a jokes at you like an automatic weapon of comedy.
Hey, look at that smile.
You know something that you're not telling us.
I have herpes.
Gas prices are down.
Yeah, baby.
There will be lively debate.
Why do you hate America?
What I've said in the past is that there's a difference between legal and illegal immigration.
Some say they're essential to our economy. All I know is burritos are delicious.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Leonard Nimoy passed away a little more than a year ago. Shortly after his death, his son Adam Nimoy launched a Kickstarter campaign to produce a movie paying tribute to his father. The campaign so far has raised over $660,000. And now, a year later, the first trailer for the project is online. For the Love of Spock will be first presented at the Tribeca Film Festival tomorrow and will be made available online later this year. It seems that the apprentices are ready to take on the master. Before Donald Trump became the Republicans' incendiary frontrunner, he was the star of his business reality show, The Apprentice. Now, it seems like 6 of Trump's hopefuls are pushing back against the mogul by planning a press conference to burn his presidential run today, just days ahead of the New York primary. Trump is passionately and strategically reigniting a dirty and divisive culture soaked in a history of prejudice, fear, and hate. That from Season 4 contestant Marshawn Evans Daniels. It's unpatriotic, anti-American, self-serving, regressive, and downright lazy, he said. Ouch. Arthur Anderson passed away yesterday. Rest in peace, Mr. Anderson. He's the guy who voiced the leprechaun in the Lucky Charms commercials. He was 93, and we have an exclusive report on what happened at the funeral.
The voice of the Lucky Charms leprechaun has died. Arthur Anderson was 93. His physician, Dr. Frankenberry, told the family he didn't want to sugarcoat it. He died from a pink heart attack after running away from those pesky kids. Rather than embalming fluid, the mortician used sugary milk from the bottom of the cereal bowl, and it was magically delicious. Pallbearers included Count Chocula, Tony the Tiger, Captain Crunch, the Trix Rabbit, and the Diggum Frog. Instead of a mortuary, they held the service on a patch of green clovers. General Mills did the eulogy and said that he was a real sweet guy. When he passed away, it wasn't a long, drawn-out death. He went quisp. From the service for the voice of the Lucky Charms leprechaun, I'm Willie Sugarcoma, part of this complete funeral.
In his last game, Lakers' Kobe Bryant scored 60 points to beat the Utah Jazz. Now, I don't want to say this game was rigged for Kobe, but it was easier to score in that game than in a Kardashian sex tape. The original Star Wars trilogy will be re-released to theaters. It's your chance to see Han, Luke, and Leia as they were meant to be, not old and wrinkly. Bernie Sanders stood with striking Verizon workers in New York yesterday. Originally, he didn't mean to picket with them. He was just looking for someone to show him how to answer his grandson's text. When Ted Cruz was a Solicitor General in Texas, he defended a law that banned the sale of sex toys. I think that explains why Heidi's face looks that way. The producers of Game of Thrones say President Obama is getting advance episodes. Okay, now even I agree that guy should be impeached. A new list has been published of the fresh produce with the most pesticides. It includes strawberries, apples, and peaches. In other words, it would be much safer to skip the fresh fruit and simply eat Fruit Loops. Some guy turned himself in to Connecticut police for stealing a television set 27 years ago. So what in the world was on television in the 80s that would be worth risking prison? In New Zealand, a really smart octopus managed to escape from the aquarium and return to the sea. There's a Pixar movie in there somewhere. A New York City man has set a new record for binge-watching TV, 94 hours. Because, there's nothing to do in the greatest city in the world but sit on the couch. The National Weather Service announced that it will no longer issue its warnings in all caps because it doesn't want to seem like it's screaming at people. Hey, if there's a hurricane headed towards my house, there's definitely going to be some screaming going on. Time for Nobody Gives a F***. Several media outlets are reporting that Miley Cyrus has posted more topless photos. Hey, look, here's an idea. Let's only call it news when Miley Cyrus doesn't post topless photos. Hey, demon spawn of Billy Ray. Nobody gives a f***. Rachel Dolezal is writing a book on race relations, which makes me identify as someone not giving a crap. Hey, pretty confused woman. Nobody gives a f***. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. The Jewel Radio Network is proud to present Frank D'Angelo and his 15-piece band Spring Concert Tour. Saturday, May 21st at Algonquin Theater, Huntsville. And Friday, May 27th at the Capitol Theater, Moncton. For tickets, go to frankdangelo.ca.